Hello everyone. Thank you so much for those who are already in the session. We will be starting the session shortly. Please allow us some time to let other participants to come in the session, and we will walk you through the agenda as soon as we start later. For now, let's check if the rest of the representative from Meranti and also ASB. Okay, we are all here now. All right. Hello, welcome Dr. Kavita. Welcome to the session. We will be starting shortly. Yeah, most probably we will start at 2:05. Hello, Han Yung. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, 2 more minutes and we'll start the session, yeah? Hello, welcome everyone. We will start in 1 more minute. To those who are here already, you may actually refer to the slide that is being presented at the moment. So this will be our agenda for the session today. But I will walk you through in a bit what each session will be covering on, and hopefully we can have an insightful and engaging session with everyone. So feel free to unmute your mics or on your camera whenever you would like to ask us any questions. And for your information, we will also have a Q&A session, which I will also be explaining in a bit. All right, just to check, Miss Cairo Mazwan from Meranti, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. I can see Dr. Siti as well from ASP.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So all mics are working. Let's start the session. It's already 2:05. Don't want to take much of your time. Okay, let's start. So hello and good afternoon to everyone watching. Welcome to today's AMA or Ask Me Anything session and also our application clinic session for the Global Accelerator program, or as you can see the letters on the screen right now, GAP or GAP. We are very excited to have all of you joining us here today. And my name is Nadia. I will be your moderator for the session. Joining me today are Dr. Siti Najah, Assistant Director of Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center, or also known as IEC, from ASB Hive, Asia School of Business. And together with me from Meranti, we have Miss Khairul Mazwan, or better known as Juan, our program lead, and Putri from the Accelerator team. All right, so for today's agenda, today's section is actually divided into three sections. First is the coffee chat session, and then we will proceed with the program information where I will be walking you through all about GAP, and the application clinic will be led by Putri. So before we begin, let's watch a video on GAP. All right. I hope that video gives you a little bit about what the program is focusing on this year and what we hope to actually achieve together with you, our potential participants. And so today we'll be actually walking you through some of the things you need to know about GAP, why you should come join us in this journey, and as well as how and where you can actually sign up. But before we jump into the session, just a little bit of housekeeping. If you have any questions or thoughts that you'd like to share with us, please do type them in the Zoom chat box. And for those tuning in via YouTube or Facebook, you can type it in the comment section. We'll be addressing as much as we can all your burning questions at the end of each session. Awesome. Now that's sorted out, let's start with a brief introduction of Meranti. Let's start with the session with the coffee chat session, which will be together with Juan and also Dr. Siti from ASB. So the first question I would like to direct to Juan. As someone who is very familiar with how Meranti operates, would you do us the honors to actually tell us a little bit more about Meranti?
Thank you so much, Nadia, and hello everyone. My name is Juan. With regards to Meranti, we are actually a government organization, right, under the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, known as MOSTI. And in case you're wondering what Meranti stands for, MRANTI, it is the Malaysia Research Accelerator for Technology and Innovation, right? So Meranti was formally established in 2022, early 2022, and we are an agency that is responsible to commercialize, accelerate the R&D development that can result in products and solutions to solve the challenges and the country's pain point as well as the global pain points, right? So in regards to accelerating technology commercialization or demand-driven R&D, Meranti has incorporated several programs as well as facilities such as our Makers Lab. We have a testing space for drones called Area 57, and we also have a hub that is looking into health technology solutions called the Health Tech Hub. And we also have various programs to help to push the commercialization and R&D products and services towards the market, such as our National Technology Innovation Sandbox, We have also programs such as this Global Accelerator program. We also have boot camp, such as the Research to Commercialization boot camp, which is targeting to actually move inventions and innovations from the lab into the market space or the business space, right? So there are various programs, there are various facilities. We also provide advisory sessions, for example, on regulations, policies, intellectual property, and we also have various programs. So at the end of the day, what we would like to see happen from Ranti are products and solutions that has technology and innovation and R&D that is out there in the market that is helping users, be it the social society or the business locally and abroad, to be able to do better, right? And generate income, generate jobs, and basically that's what Meranti stands for, right? So I hope that gives you a quick insight about what Meranti is. So over to you, Nadia.
Thank you, John, for sharing with us all about what Meranti does in a very brief overview. However, may I also add on to that, right? Joan, you mentioned that Meranti's mission is to accelerate and commercialize ideas, to impact, basically to scale them with all the many services and facilities and programs that we have. So my question is, how and where does this GAP program that we're all here to learn about today in to support this mission?
Okay. Thank you, Nadia. Very, very good question. When we look at the products and services coming out from, various companies, startups, university spin-off, they require capacity development, intervention, or knowledge, network, investment opportunities, right? In order to scale their business, their market, and generate sale. So programs like GAP is able to help move them to the next level. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say a company or a startup or a university spin-off, brilliant project or product or service, but requires that connection to the investment community or impact investors or venture capitalists. So programs like GAP is able to bring them to that community of investors or VCs, and at the same time tighten their business model, their pitching skills, and able to generate interest from the investment community. And at the other hand, if they're looking for market access, right, their network may be quite limited. So coming on to program like GAP with our expanded network and connection in the quadruple helix segment. Quadruple helix segment here refers to the academia, the government sector, the private sector, as well as the civil society, foundations, and non-government organizations. So the width of the connection that Meranti has is able to connect them faster and better to the potential clients or partners that they have in mind, right? At the same time, the partners are also able to have visibility of these companies, because otherwise, they'll be reaching out to these companies and partners on their own. But leveraging on the brand and platform that Meranti has is a way to make things faster and easier for them. I hope that answers the question, Nadia.
Yes, very much, Joanne. Thank you so much for sharing. And I want to echo a bit. And that is why actually this year we are teaming up with Asia School of Business, also known as ASB, to actually run the program together. And I would like to actually direct this next question to Dr. Siti on how to connect faster, like how Joanne actually mentioned earlier. please, Dr. Siti, if you can, please share more on what are the upcoming selected companies can actually anticipate from this impactful collaboration. And perhaps you could also share with us a little bit about IC and ASB ecosystem itself.
For sure. Thank you so much, Nadia. And it is my pleasure actually to join this coffee chat session to share a bit more about Asia School of Business, to introduce maybe perhaps some of you are not really familiar with the Asia School of Business. So maybe to start with, I'll just go back a bit of history of the Asia School of Business, like what Joanne did just now. So the Asia School of Business is actually a business school. So we were established back in 2015, where it was actually a collaboration between the Central Bank, Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM), with MIT Sloan School of Management. So really, the existence of a school is really trying to transform leaders into a principal transformative leaders, basically. And our programs are the flagships are really on business education, so like MBA and EMBA and the likes. And where I come from is from the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center. So we are actually a department at ASB, and what we're trying to do at ASB as IEC is to actually build this ecosystem, startups, entrepreneurship, innovation ecosystem within ASB. And what we've have been doing is we really do a lot of all these different type of programs and initiatives trying to promote innovation and entrepreneurship. And the name ASB Hive that Nadia mentioned earlier is really our acronym for the hub that we're trying to build. Really, ASB and Hive, we're trying to partner up with more players out there, whether it's ecosystem builder, whether it's startups, whether it's investors, trying to bring all these different players that are really critical in trying to create this vibrant ecosystem and become a platform that connect and network. So really, to emphasize what Joanne mentioned, we're trying to accelerate, we're trying to take yourself to the next level. You need this type of platform to actually meet and try to produce a more efficient and effective scaling of your journey, basically. So where IEC or ASB comes in this collaboration with Meranti, which we're really super excited, is really trying to enhance the program a little bit more by bringing, for one, we bring experts, thought leaders, global thought leaders as part of the program. And this is not just from the industry, but also from the academia. So we have the balance between the academia and industry into the program. And our ASB faculty are all very high credential faculty from MIT. We've got visiting faculty from NUS, Columbia. So all these very prestigious institutions, they come together and they'll contribute in some of the sharing sessions or master classes, workshop sessions that will be part of the program, the GAP program that you'll take part soon. So this is really exciting because it's really a blend where you get to experience all this knowledge, because really some of the tools that you probably use when you nail your idea or you build your technology, and the tools that you actually use to scale will be very different, because you need to really look at the different challenges that you'll be facing. So having to come together in a cohort like this will sort of like help you learn better and hopefully be successful. Yeah, so I think that's all from ASB to start with, and I'm gonna pass back to Nadia.
Thank you, Dr. Siti. That was definitely very insightful. Thank you for sharing on the history of ASB. I'm sure about IEC and everything. And we are definitely, on behalf of GAP team, we also want to say that we are definitely excited to see that these two ecosystems are actually collaborating and coming in together, bringing all our expertise from different ends. We have from different entities. So that is definitely one thing that you should be looking forward to when you plan to apply for GAP and for the selected companies, definitely. And to actually add on to the many opportunities and benefits actually Dr. Siti and also Ms. Joan shared with us earlier, Maybe perhaps Dr. Siti can also please share with us your thoughts on why companies should grab this opportunity. Perhaps like what kind of benefit or support the companies can anticipate to get when they're part of the ASB ecosystem. So like what comes after GAP? What can they be expecting out of this program?
Yeah, so one thing that I want to highlight the benefit post program is this nomination opportunity for the Earthshot Prize Award. So let me just introduce the Earthshot Prize Award, so TEP in short. This is basically a global awards started by the Prince William Foundation in the UK, and what they do, they basically get nominations from all over the world, and they will select one winner out of they have 5 categories, so one winner for each category, and we'll award them 1 million pound each, and basically help them scale their impact further. So they do have very specific pillars that is associated with the Earthshot Prize, but some of the participants that will go through GAP, some of them would definitely fit into these TEP pillars, and to be part of this TEP award community and whatnot, you need to be nominated. And in Malaysia, we only have 2 nomination parties, and ASB is one of them. So we are really excited to also nominate some of the applications from the GAP program who fit into this TEP program, so that you would have opportunity to reach the global stage, global reach. So I think that is something that participants can look forward to as one. And being part of the ASB or ASB Hive network, there are a lot of advantages, like you have access to, for example, MBA talent. So we have graduated students, now alumni, who are experts in different range of business acumen, where access to this talent can also be beneficial to some of these companies or startups who are looking to scale, maybe looking for talent. So this is one area that we can look at. And of course, access to our global faculty for research purposes, partners, we're looking to investors, all these different peer-to-peer startups, etc. So I think these are some of the benefits that participants can look forward to if they join this program and be part of ASB and ASB Hive network. Yeah.
All right. Just to also let you know, Dr. Siti, since you already mentioned TEP and its nomination, actually we have a question in the chat box at the moment from Dr. Kavita. So basically, other than Earthshot prize nomination, is there any other award or prizes that they can look forward to other than TEP nomination? Perhaps if Juan would also like to add in from Meranti point of view, or perhaps from ASB, feel free to also share it with the audience we have here today.
So maybe
Right.
Juan, okay, Juan will start
Yes.
first. Sure.
Okay. Thank you so much, Nadia,
Oh,
and to Dr. Kavita for. I think from Meranti Global Accelerator Program point of view, we do not have specific prizes that we award, but there will be opportunities such as top performing companies will be given the pitching opportunity during our program with Malaysia Business Angels Network, for example, right? And we will also be connecting the high performing companies with some of the impact investors. This opportunity basically is not easily attainable, right? Because these impact investors and venture capitalists are very I wouldn't use the word picky. I mean, they're super busy. They've got a lot of companies that they meet on a daily basis. But recommendation from Meranti is meaningful to them. So, right, in a way, that can be classified as some sort of like prize in the form of an opportunity. And we also have some of our partners that are providing cloud services, some marketing services opportunity. So that is something that participants of GAP can look forward to, right? So over to Dr. Siti.
Yeah, just to add on to what Juan has shared, to emphasize, ASB itself also don't really provide any awards or prizes per se in relation to the GAP program, but we have access to all these different partners who may have programs that give participants awards. For example, one the Earthshot Prize, and there's also another one will WSA will submit awards that we also have connection with the organizer, where there will be also opportunity to nominate participants who fit into the pillars and basically funnel these applicants into different programs, global programs especially. Yeah.
May I just say something here?
Oh, yeah. Yes, please, Dr. Kavita.
Thank you, Nadia. Juan, Juan Nadia and Juan Cairo, thank you for your elaboration. I attended the GAP 2024 launch at the Asia Business School. I think it was last month. And I think it was Madam Craig who said that other than Earthshot, this platform called Launchpad does provide some opportunities, grants, and so on. Could you elaborate on Launchpad? Actually, I tried to access Launchpad, but I was not successful.
So if I may clarify, this launchpad that you've mentioning is actually tied to the Earthshot Prize launchpad, is it?
I've no clue, ma'am. It was just mentioned as Launchpad during the forum, and I noted it down, in my notes.
So yeah, so I think if I'm not mistaken, the launchpad that Sarah Craig shared during the launch event is basically a platform that the Earthshot Prize launched to provide opportunities for startups, the ecosystem out there to have connections. So basically, it's like another platform that is associated with the Earthshot Prize.
Thank you, Puan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Kavita, for the question, and thank you, Dr. Siti, for attending the question. So basically, because Juan already shared with us on like some of the opportunities that we can actually look forward from the realm of Meranti ecosystem, perhaps if Juan, if you have anything more to add in terms of, because my question to you after the meeting was actually to ask like what's the next step for GAP, maybe from Meranti's point of view, Meranti ecosystem, if there's anything else you would like to highlight. You can also, take the chance to actually highlight before we actually proceed with the next session.
Okay, thank you so much, Nadia. If I may just get this opportunity, for Meranti, right, there was a question. We are a government agency and we report to the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, or MOSTI in short, but we also have, we are also incorporated as Meranti Corporation Singapore Berhad, right? So that means that there is that revenue generating a business responsibility that we have. So I guess you'd probably call it quasi-government, but I think what we classify ourselves is like a government agency, but with opportunity to generate business revenue and through our rental services and so on, right? So I hope that answers that particular question. And I also would like to highlight on the why GAP, right? Because I think from our conversation with the entrepreneurs out there, they are always looking for opportunities to be able to understand about impact, right? Meranti is big on impact. And we see that business, aside from making profit, they can also do good, right? So the tagline for GAP this year is tech for good. So whenever come to us, we always emphasize to them, okay, your revenue must be good. It means that your business is healthy. But at the same time, where is the impact that you are creating? What angle are you looking at? If you are creating solutions for agriculture, are you able to impact the farmers? or are you impacting, you know, the yield or the harvest, or are you contributing towards, you know, lesser resources, lesser water, lesser fertilizer? Uh, what is the angle, right? So I think companies with this kind of curiosity and, you know, wish should explore, you know, gap, because we'll be showing them how to look into impact irrespective of whatever business product or service that they're carrying, so that they can attract the impact investors. Because I think a lot of people are skewed towards venture capital. I mean, VCs provide the funds for sure, aside from government grants, but there's also another class of investment that they can also explore, aside from equity crowdfunding, which again will also be covered in the Global Accelerator program this year. Right? So thank you. I think that's it from me, and, you know, passing the session back to Nadia.
Thank you so much, Dr. Siti, as well as Juan, for the very, very insightful sharing of how this program and the collaboration between two amazing entities will add value to your journey of entrepreneurship. So basically, we actually hope that we convinced you to click the apply now button. So you should not wait anymore. So I'll tell you why. Because our application is actually closing this Sunday, 25th of August. So by right, we only have 3 days left. So please, for
Nadia,
the yes, Dr. Kavita.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, Nadia, but I'm afraid that I won't catch you at this moment. In the case of my project, I have, I have overwhelming proof of concept, and I have a prototype and all of that, but I still have 30% research and development remaining, and I have not registered a company yet, because I thought I should hold on just for a short while. Now, can I still participate in the GAP training session?
If I may take that question, Nadia,
Yes, go on,
if I
please.
may help you out there. Dr. Kavita, thank you so much for your question. We see, you know, very good potential in your project that you have shared with us with the bootcamp team, right? Recently, and I think there's another platform that might be suitable for Dr. Kavita, which is our match platform. So what I'll do is we will get the match team to connect with you, because I feel that match platform is more on point to your project and the current stage of your development right now. So yeah, so let's explore that, and maybe you can take this offline if that's okay with you.
So for
Thank you.
now, because I have not registered a company, that means GAP is not suitable for me.
Yes, because GAP is geared towards investment and expansion. So
Yeah,
Dr.
because I
Kavita may be
noticed,
able to.
the application
Uh,
form, they ask for company details.
yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, John, for answering the question, and thank you, Dr. Kavita, as well for your questions. So actually, we will be moving on to the next session. Thank you again, Dr. Siti and Juan. So now I will actually take the lead on taking a look into the very program that we're all here to learn about. So the GAP program, basically this is the program fastback, as you can see on the screen here now. GAP is actually catered to accelerate both local and also international companies from all over the world. Of course, with the interest to actually expand their business locally or globally. As you can see here, the fast facts here, we actually have up to 200 plus tech companies accelerated from the previous cohorts. And they are ranging from 24 different countries, and also the total value creation is up to 187 million basically generated from the past cohorts. So this year program, what makes it special is actually we are incorporating impact. Of course, like what Juan actually mentioned earlier, we want to do good with the solutions that you have. We want to tackle and address the national and also global challenges. So that is what is different about the program this year, and also what makes it special. It actually aims to scale and commercialize your innovative and technological solutions, which has impact at the end of the day for the nation. And perhaps you can go to the next slide. So these are actually the problem statements that are being featured for this year. We are looking for solutions that actually can cater to these problem statements. You can read more, and we've also posted it up on our social channels and also on our website. We have all the information that you need about food security and sustainability, what are the areas that we're looking at, and why you can see the and many more, because it doesn't necessarily have to only cater to these problem statements or problems that are listed here. It can be others. So please give us a chance to actually screen through your applications, and we will let you know if you're selected for the pitching session and also the selection process. We really hope for those of you who feel that you have the potential for and you have the solution to actually cater these three problem statements. Please apply, and we will see what we can do also on our end. All right. So for the next part, I would also like to go through a little bit on the overview of the program itself. First of all, of course, like the objective, I hope we are all clear that this program actually aims to scale and commercialize your technological solutions, which are aiming to address national and global challenges, as what I have mentioned earlier. And the three problem statements that we are featuring this year are food security and sustainability in terms of food security, and also affordable healthcare and renewable energy. And as for the accelerator itself, if you can see down there, there's also the timeline of the whole program. So first of all, the impact challenge means the global challenges that are being featured. So basically that's the application drive, which will end in the last week of August, basically this 25th of August. And if you are selected for the accelerator program itself, it will be 2.5 months or 3 months or so. It will be happening from September to November. And by the end of the session, you could also expect to get post-program support. So what is post-program support? Basically, everything that Juan and also Dr. Siti has listed earlier from the ASB ecosystem and Meranti ecosystem as a whole will be combining, and you can anticipate to actually enjoy all of these perks and benefits from different networks and from different type of people, from the industry, from the experts. So some of the opportunities that are listed here are the investment opportunity, of course, local, international, Meranti and ASB ecosystem, impact measurement and management, and also the Earthshot nomination, and some other awards which might be announced later on during the program. All right, and also I would also like to highlight some of the key topics that will be covered during the accelerator itself. It will be on technology readiness, ESG and sustainability, funding and investment, as well as growth and expansion. That's a little bit overview of the program itself. Next, please. All right, so these are actually some of the notable success stories. You might see your friends here as well from our previous cohorts, from our alumni, CS Leaf Labs. Can see some of their notable success stories, basically from their project value, how they've accelerated throughout the program. We have local alumni, and for the international alumni, next please. These are some of our foreign alumni as well. Some are from Singapore, Hong Kong, South Korea, Russia. So some of the, I would also like to highlight actually on the opportunity of you getting to network with the alumni from our previous cohorts as well. So that is something you can also look forward to, actually learning from each other. Who knows, there might be opportunity of connection there. And next, aside from these companies as well, we have notable success stories from impact-based businesses. So impact-based businesses, as you can see, Pandai was also a cohort in a gap, but as well as our impact accelerator as well. So if you can see here, these are some of the impact areas, some of the examples of the achievement and milestones that they've done throughout our accelerator programs in Meranti. Okay, so next, who should join? So if you fit all of these very how to say basic requirements of the program itself, you must be problem statement fit. So from the featured three problem statements that I mentioned earlier, if you have solution that is catering to the problem statements, you can apply. Next, expansion. Of course, you have to be ready to looking to expand locally or globally. And also you are highly scalable with a very, not to say very strong business model, but you will get that when you join the program, of course. And then team, you have to have a minimum of 2 or 3 members. You must be fully committed to the program. As Juan mentioned earlier, we have a session with MBAN, with Angel Investor, Impact Investor. You have a chance to pitch the network. Of course, we will be even that the companies who are, you know, showing commitment, showing determination during the program. So that is how we'll be selecting them. And also lastly, you have to be registered. You have to be incorporated as Sendirian Berhad or private limited, and you have to be in operation for more than 1 year. So that is basically in a nutshell of who should join. Next, please. All right. So of course now I've come to the fun part. Apply now for GAP. So you may scan the QR code on the screen, and it will take you right to the application form. And if you have any more inquiries later on, if you don't get to us during this session, please feel free to send us any inquiries, email us at gap.team@meranti.my, and we will try our best to cater to your any concerns or, you know, any questions that you have. So next, so basically in the session today, after I end this session, we will actually learn more about the application process. So for the application process, we will go through with you on every little detail on like how to apply, and maybe perhaps if you are facing challenges in your application form, you can also ask questions during the session. But maybe before I go to that session, if you have any questions regarding the program, you may on your mic, you may ask during the question, or you may type it in the chat box. We will try our best to answer all your questions. Let me check the chat box. All right, I feel like some of the questions our team has already addressed it in the chat box itself. But if you have any more questions, like I mentioned earlier, please send us an email and we will try our best to reply you as soon as we can. All right, for the next session, I will actually invite Putri from our Accelerator team to walk you through the application process. And we hope we've covered at least a little bit about and get you excited about the opportunities that you can look forward to for the program itself. And we hope this session has been helpful for you in some ways. So now let's move on to the next session. Putri, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, Nadia. Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon. So actually we have one question from Laila. Do we get any green lane to other Meranti or ASB program after joining GAP? Maybe Dr. Siti want to take this from ASB side first, if Dr. Siti is here still. Okay, I can recap the question again. Do we get any green lane to other Meranti or ASB program after joining GAP?
So to address this question, it varies depending on the type of programs that we're looking at. At the moment, there will definitely be what we call that special invitation to any other initiatives or programs that we will share with GAP alumni that is part of GAP 2024. But in terms of specific green lane, at the moment we cannot really say yes or no, but it really depends on the type of programs that will taking place in the future.
All right, thank you, Doctor. So I think it's pretty much similar to Meranti. So yes, we acknowledge of you participate in our program, other internal Meranti program. But since different programs have different criteria, some of you might fit to most of the program and some of you might not. So it's on like a case by case basis. As long as you can fit most of the criteria, then we can definitely help you one way or another for you to join other programs, either for Meranti side or for ASB side. I hope that answers your questions, Laila. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much again, Nadia, for introducing me. My name is Putri. I'll be assisting you in going through the application form one by one, but don't worry if you just join the session. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat box, or if you are very friendly, feel free to unmute your mic and just, hey, Putri, I have a question. So yes, it will be a very casual session. All right, everyone, if my colleague can share like a quick QR. Yeah, okay. So if I'll be sharing the website link here, meranti.my/gap. So this is the first step of you logging in into the application form. Once you get into our website, meranti.my/gap, or you can quickly scan the QR code presented here by my colleague, you will be directly funneled to this page. Give me a second. I'll be sharing my screen. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Khadija. Okay, there you go. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. So once you click into you click on the link, which is meranti.my/gap, make sure it's all huruf kecil so that you will be directly linked to the website. Okay, once you see this page, as usual, feel free to scroll around. You can see more details on our problem statement, the criteria that we are looking for in our companies, our program timeline, why you should join the program, and a few of our review from our very kind alumni. All right, so if you are looking to apply for the program, quickly just click on the apply now, and then you will be redirected to this page. Now you should be logged into the website for you to access the form. Okay, so I'll be showing you now. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to nudge me, say, hi Putri, I'm lost. I'll be skip previously. Okay. All right. So if you have a Google email already, you can simply click on continue with Google and then select your existing email. If not, you can always use another account. Okay. So I'll be clicking my email, continue. All right, so there you have it. This is our application for GAP 2024. It's quite, I can say it's quite straightforward. So because we have some of our draft applicants joining the program, joining the session today, so I'll be assisting you in filling in the application. All right, so for today, my company name is MedCare AI because I wanted to my company is providing solution in the affordable healthcare. So my company's name is Medcare AI. So my company's legal name is Medcare AI. So if you are registered, your Sendian Berhad is registered under Medcare Sendian Berhad, then yeah, it's going to be Med AI Care Sendian Berhad. There you go. So since we are looking for companies who are already registered in the who are already in the company, who are already in the business industry for at least 1 year. So I founded my company in 2020, since the COVID years, right? So we are looking for you to fill in the month and date. So I founded my company in June 2020. There you go. So what I do, my Medcare AI provides solution for the elderly in Malaysia. Oh, there's a typo there. Let's see. Okay. A very simple one-liner pitch summary. As long as you feel like this one-liner is very straightforward for me, if I wanted to explain to my family, my cousins, like it's a very simple manner. Medcare provides solution for the elderly in Malaysia. That's it. Pretty much straightforward. Okay. So it's like a very one-liner. You don't have to, we do this, a very technical base. It's very simple one-liner pitch summary. Okay. Moving on, the founded country, of course, I am based in Malaysia. Also note that we are looking for either local or international companies. So if you are from Australia, UK, feel free, as long as you think like our program can help your companies in any way, feel free to register, feel free to apply for the program. We are very sure that we can help you one way or another. Okay, so company address. No, thank you though. Okay, my company address, I was based in Siberia, Smart House, Cyberjaya, Malaysia. There you go. So it will be very helpful if you can provide your full address, because this address will be, if you are selected for the program, this address will be used for us to send out any collaterals, any legal documents to your companies. All right. So if you are selected, this address will be very helpful. If not, if you are selected, we can always reach out to you to confirm on your company address. Okay. All right. Moving forward, is my company under a parent company? No. So we are a very senior berhad kind of thing. We are very independent, so we are not under any parent company. Oh, sorry. No. Okay. Excuse me. I need to sit. Sorry. All right. Next is the registration number. Of course, if your company is registered under Senior Berhad Private Limited, you should see the registration number in your certificate, right? So for my registration number is F4567. There you go, simple. Right. Next up is the website URL. Since I'm from Meranti, I'm gonna go on and say meranti.my. Simple. In terms of website URL, you don't have to, we're not specifically asking for your website. It will be very helpful for your application if you have a website, because that just shows the credibility of your companies. But if you have a Facebook page, that will be helpful as well. As long as we can access or we can learn more about your company, any link that can show us that, it would be very helpful to have. Okay, moving on, upload page deck. Now, this is a compulsory thing to do, compulsory item to upload. Because this is basically how we learn about you, how we know about your achievement, about your problem statement, about the solutions that you are providing. So please provide a legit company pitch deck, not your corporate deck, but a pitch deck with containing your problem statement, the solutions that you are providing, how your solutions can be linked to the problem statement that we are focusing, a short deck about your team, your achievement over the years, your traction over the years. So it will be very helpful for us to decide whether or not you will be selected for the programs. Okay. Right, so now here I will be uploading a deck. Let me see. There you go. Done. I will not be showing you my deck. I'm sorry, but it will be like a very generic deck containing the necessary items, like I mentioned just now. Okay. Moving forward, it will be a company pitch video. Now, this is not excuse me. So this is not a compulsory thing to do, but if you do provide them, feel free to refer here. Okay. There you go. So this is a very old sample from our previous organization, but this sample is still useful just in case you wanted to refer to it. Okay, simply click here, pitch your company to us, blah, 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 and then refer here if you need some idea. So this video is although it's a video from 2020, but it is the same framework, and you can also use it in your pitch deck if you want. Okay, all right. I hope that helps, but I just wanted to highlight that if you have a pitch video, we on the back end side are very excited to see, oh, they have a pitch video. It means that they are very effort, the effort is right there. Okay, I'm not saying that if you don't provide the video, you don't have the effort, but we'll be like extra excited. Oh, wow, they provide the video. Okay, yeah. There you go. Okay. All right. Next up, I hope everyone is okay. Let me know if there's any chat. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of questions. So sorry, I just saw. Okay. I'm just gonna like a quick 5 minutes to run through the Q&A from Q Wu Pao. I am Pao Q Wu. Sorry if I botched your name. From Ocean Wave Power System, we have a breakthrough technology in Ocean Wave. We have done proof of concept, but not complete the pilot project. Can we join your program? All right. Thank you so much for the questions. I'm afraid we have to say that you are not ready for the program yet, because in GAP, we are looking for companies who are ready to expand in this manner is because it means that you have to be at least a minimum of 1 year in business, already receiving traction, and basically just ready to expand or receive investment. But don't worry, it doesn't mean that we are rejecting you brutally here. Don't worry, we have other program as well. We have a bootcamp program where they can definitely assist you in working for your pilot project, etc., etc. Okay, maybe after this, my colleague can share you the link to the bootcamp team, or if you are still interested, we can connect you to my colleague who are managing the bootcamp of our pre-commercialization program. Okay, I hope that answers your questions, but feel free to.
Putri,
Okay,
if I
Joanne,
may
of course,
interject,
of course.
for ocean wave power system,
Yeah, sure.
what we could do is we could review your application, or if you have a slide deck on, on your project or where you are at this point of time, and some traction, let's say if you have any partners that is interested to collaborate, we can take a look at that and advise you if it's suitable for GAP. Would this be okay? I mean, if this is okay, then you can reach out to us for, for us to facilitate that way. It's Mr. Q, right? Mr. Q or
Bao actually.
Mr.
Yeah.
Bao?
Yeah, can.
Yeah, let's do that for you. Yeah, because I think there may be some opportunities there. Let us have some slide deck or information, if you have it handy, and forward it to us. And should you be eligible for GAP, then we will heads up for the application. But let's check it first. Thank you. Okay, over to
Okay.
you, Putri.
Thank you, Joanne. Maybe you wanna take the next question as well. So it's from Jomaine. We are new beverage startup. We are looking for fundraising to start a kiosk.
Okay. For the Miss Jomaine, right? We are looking at the angle of like food security or sustainability or renewable energy or affordable healthcare, and I think the proposal that you have may not fit in those pillars. But again, as I said, if you have a slide deck or some information that can be shared with us, we can have a look at it and then come back to you should you be eligible to apply for the Global Accelerator program. Otherwise, we will point you to our other programs that can move you to the next level, even if it's not GAP, right? So that we can do that for you. Hope that's okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Joanne. I hope that answers your questions, Jomaine. But if you would like to, feel free to unmute your mic so maybe we can have a short conversation if you are okay with that. No? Okay, don't worry. Feel free to reply to the chat box as well. Okay, next one. Thank you so much, Joanne. Okay, so next up is from Najmi. Hi, any template for the deck? Yeah, I'm so sorry that we don't provide any template, but as mentioned earlier, some of the items that we would like to see in the deck is a very simple introductory to your companies or your business or the solution that you're providing, and then like a problem statement that you are trying to solve or relate it to the problem statement that we are focusing. Again, I would like to recap. The problem statement that we are focusing this year is food security and sustainability, affordable healthcare, and renewable energy. So let us know, explain like in your best way possible on how this problem statement, how you are providing solutions to this problem statement, and try your best to connect the dots on basically, yeah. So if you can provide the solution to the problem statement, let us know how. Connect it so we can understand better. Okay. And then of course, some sort of traction of your business from the day you founded the business up until today. Right? maybe like a short introduction to your team member, who's the team, so we can know the background, what's the background like, and how your technology works, how your solution works. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Najmi. I hope that clarified things for you, but let me know if you need more information from our side. Okay. Next
Hi,
from
Putri. Can I add
Hi.
on a little bit?
Of course, of course.
All right, sure. Hi, so sorry to jump in too suddenly. Hi everyone. This is Hanani from Get Team. So I'd just like to add on a little bit on Najmi's question earlier. Okay, so we don't really have a template like mentioned earlier. However, we did do a webinar on how to do an effective pitch deck in the past few weeks. So what we can do perhaps later on, when this session ends, we will actually be sending you the link to the webinar as well as any important information that you might need us, such as the application link and our program information. So I hope that clarifies. Thank you so much, Putri, for giving me the chance to add in.
All right. Thank you, Nani. I hope that clarifies things for Najmi once again. Okay, now from Laila, can we see the curriculum before the program? So I'm afraid we cannot share the details of the curriculum to you because it is very specific and special for our selected applicant. But once you are selected for the program, we will definitely share you the breakdown of the framework of the program to everyone selected for the program. Okay, I hope that explains it. Okay, next one also from Laila, thank you. How best can we meet both requirements for GAP and Earthshot? Do we need to submit different projects? In terms of GAP, so if you are applying for GAP, you have to fit in all the criteria mentioned earlier by my colleague. But throughout the duration of the program, if you are applicable and your solutions are suitable for Earthshot, we will nominate you to the Earthshot Management Committee. So you don't have to submit different project. You can still submit whatever project that you have right now to GAP. And if your solution is suitable for the Earthshot prize, then we and the ASB side will be managing and submitting your nominations to the Earthshot management. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if there's anything that maybe Dr. Siti or Juan would like to add, feel free to add in. Okay, I hope that explains.
Yeah.
Juan, okay?
Yeah, quick one. I think from the chat, thank you everyone for putting in the chat. Lots of good questions and concerns and what I would like to suggest is that in our Global Accelerator program application, when you apply, right, it can be in draft mode as well, right? So when you start keying in, putting in your slides or information that you have, some of the comments say that they may not have certain things like a video or anything like that, but just put in what you have, what you've got, and then save it as a draft mode so that from the draft mode, our site can take a look at least the slides and whatever information that you have for us to do an initial review, right? Should you be qualified, then we will connect with you and push you to complete and submit, right? So we can, indirectly we can help you rather than, sending you to our email address and so on and so forth. Let's just review in draft mode. Hope that's okay and hope that's helpful. Thank you.
Sorry, I would like to clarify. If I understand, it means that for those who are think that we are not eligible for this category or this level of registration, business running and all that, we can always fill out the form so that
Yes.
Merathi will put us aside for other consideration instead of email to
Correct.
you respectively, something like that. Yeah? So we still submit
Correct,
through the
correct.
form anyway.
So,
Okay, thank you.
yes, cool. Easier for you as well. then we will be officially responding to all of the application, those who are successful, those who are unsuccessful, why, and what are the other programs that we can channel you to, so that at least all the applications get due consideration and support from Meranti. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Juan. Okay. So does that answers your questions, Kenneth? I hope that was you, right, Teddy? Kenneth Wong?
Yeah, so if I understand correctly, we can always fill in, even though some of the information is not ready or it's not aligned with your current framework of your category, we can still table in so that Meranti will take into consideration in their other grant consideration and other recommendation that we will certainly get a response back from Meranti.
Yeah, we will try to reach out to you as soon as we can with the necessary advice lah for your business or company.
Thank you.
All right, no worries. Okay, we have one from Edward Dawo Ahoy. So sorry. Okay, may I know if 100% foreign-owned company is eligible for GAP and other programs by Meranti? I'm a female founder from Ghana, West Africa. Makasih. Oh, okay. Yeah, we are actually open specifically for GAP. We are open for any from anyone, either local or globally, to join the program. But that is for GAP. In terms of Meranti program, there are some of our program that are only for Bumiputra or local companies. But talking on behalf of GAP, yes, we are very open for anyone to join the program. So if you are 100% foreign-owned company, you are definitely, as long as you can provide the solution that can answer the problem statement that we are focusing on this year, then yes, you are definitely more than welcome to apply. All right, thank you so much for the questions. All right, no worries. Okay, thank you, Joanne. I will get you again once we have more questions coming through. Okay, thank you again, everyone, for the questions. Again, if you have any follow-up questions or any other concerns that you would like to ask us, ask away in the chat box, then we will answer the questions accordingly. All right. If we are okay, I'll be continuing with the application cleaning. Okay. Next up. Okay, so before this, we stop at the company page video, which I think I have explained. Okay. So next one is the which of the following is the problem statement that you would like to solve. So of course, we have the three problem statement. We have food security and sustainability, renewable energy, and affordable healthcare. So choose one of it, either one. So since I am looking to solve the problem statement of affordable healthcare, so I'll be clicking that. So I'll be also, next one is I will be describing how my solutions will help solve the problem. So of course, my solution solve the problem. Elderly care industry. Yeah, so in a very layman terms, Medcare AI is looking to solve the problem of the high price in the elderly care industry. There you go. So depending on what problem statement that you are trying to solve, explain that in a very layman terms as possible, as layman as you can, so that it will be easier for us to understand without having to dig a very large hole just for us to understand what's the solution that you are trying to provide. All right. Next one is the vertical that your company is in. So my company is in the AI vertical. So according to the business, the company that you are managing, of course, select the one that is very close to you, the one that is suitable and can explain what technology that you are implementing. Okay, there you go. The next one is, there you go. So this is the technology that I am implementing, augmented analytics and data discovery. All right, next one is the equity ownership by shareholders name. So since Medcare AI is owned by me and my partner, so I'll be writing my name here. Putri, since we are separating the business into two, so it will be me and my partner. So the share that I have in this business is actually 60%. So that's the amount that I invested in, to be easy. So there you go. 60,000. And then I have another one of my partner, Nadia. And she invested 40% in the business. So of course, you don't have to follow the exact numbers here. It will be based on the companies and on your companies, but this is just an example, right? Okay, next one. So since 2020, I have not yet received any investment up until this year. But if you have received any investment from the duration of you founding the companies, feel free to say yes. Okay, so if yes, you have to provide the necessary information. So let us know who was your investors previously. So it will be it's like showing the credibility that you have. So yes, you have been invested before. Feel free to share us the details. If not, you can always, don't worry, this application will be gone through just by our internal team to process your application. So it will not be publicly shown to the external people. All right, so it's just going to be for our information only. Okay, so for example, you have received investment from Cradle. It's just an example, investment from Cradle in 2022. There you go. So that's that. So if you have more information, put it in up to 500 words, as long as you feel like this information will help us in filtering your application and boosting your application and highlighting your application, then feel free to drop any information here. Okay, right. Next one is which of the following best describe your company? So since here we have listed down 3 stages, which is ideation stage, growth stage, and mature stage. So for ideation stage, it means that you have a scalable idea targeting a market that attracts funding. For growth stage, you already have a working products and proven product return on investment. And then for the third stage, which is the mature stage, you are experiencing significant growth and looking for expansion and opportunities. So specifically for GAP program, we are looking for companies who are from the mid to late stage. So here it best describes from the growth stage and the mature stage. So if you are looking to apply for the program, we are actually looking for companies who are in the growth stage, minimum in from the growth stage and the mature stage. So if you are from the ideation stage, don't worry, our program might not be suitable for you yet, but we have other interventions that we can help you with. Okay, feel free to still apply so that we can go through your business, filter it, do our due diligence, and then we'll be reaching out and advise you accordingly. Okay, right. So for this, in this case, Medcare AI, my company that I'm doing right now is in the growth stage, so I'll be selecting that. Okay, next one is the next session is for you to provide your revenue or your active user breakdown for the past 6 months. So this is important because for us in the program, we'll be tracking your revenue throughout the duration of the program. This is not for us to share it publicly if you are not comfortable with that, but it is for us to track your achievement before you join the program, during the duration of you joining the program and after you graduated from the program. Okay, so for me, Medcare AI, 6 months ago, I have about, also note that this will be in USD. So if you are tracking in MYR or RM, simply convert it and then you can just put down the numbers here. You got 500 USD, 400, 300, 200 USD. Oh, Medcare is doing bad. And then okay, 400. In terms of user, of course, if you have revenue, you should also have user as well. But don't worry if you are not achieving any revenue, or you have a maybe for in terms of 500 USD that you receive, it is from a 1 or 2 user. Don't worry, feel free to put any number. And if it is not applicable to you, you can always put in 0. Okay, as long as you fill in something, it is for you to submit the application successfully. So for me now, I have 6 months ago, I have about 100 user, or maybe we have 50 user because we will just receive our funding. There you go, 40, and then we have 55, 30, 40, 50. Okay, next one is the total revenue of your company since its initial launch in USD. So Medcare AI was founded in 2020, in June 2020. Since then, we have received revenue up to 20 million. Ooh, 20 million. Is that 20 million or more? Okay, there you go. Right. This will be very helpful in us because should you be a mature or mid to late stage company, you should already receive some sort of traction throughout the duration of your business. Because again, the criteria of a program is companies from mid to late stage companies who are a minimum already in business for 1 year and above, and already receive traction in the duration of the you in business. Okay. Next one is who are the key players in the market? So for me, since I am in the healthcare industry, this is just some of the example. It can be important company that you have around you, or your shareholders, or your competitors. But for me, in terms of Medcare AI, since I am in the healthcare industry, okay, there you go. Pharma Niaga. So one of my key players industry is basically Pharma Niaga. So if you have more, feel free to share. I have also a few other competitors in mind. For example, Physio Mobile, Mixigo, QMed, QUE, QMed. Okay, so these are some of the names that we are aware of, our basically like our competitors or someone from the industry. So Parmanaga is from the industry. Physio Mobile, Mexigo is one of our competitors. They are doing basically some sort of a similar services that we are providing. And of course, QMed is also a medical health tech provider. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Well done. We have a few other questions, basically just personal information that you have to fill in on behalf of you or either your management team. So also note that we are actually looking for companies who can commit to for the duration of the program, 3 months duration of the program. We are also looking for a minimum of co-founders or founders to join the program. So at least one of the participants must be founders or co-founders. Please note that we are looking for minimum two, maximum 3 people for you to representing your companies. So one of these 3 or 2 people must be the co-founders. Okay, so your staff can be there to represent you, but we are looking for the founders to join in the program. Sorry, why? Because we are looking for someone who can make decision making, how to manage your decision making. Basically, in terms of decision making, it will be easier for the co-founders or founders to decide. Okay, all right. So of course, my name is Zainuddin. I am the founder. So if you are a co-founder, don't worry, just select co-founder. Is either founder or employee. So if you are the CEO of your company, fill in founder, or if you are the employee, filling in the application form on behalf of your bosses, then you can select the employee. Okay, all right, founder. You can fill in your IC here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you are non-Malaysian, feel free to put in your passport number. Okay. So in terms of my death, my date of birth, I'm just gonna put it here. Country. What is that number? Wow, okay. There you go. So I'm a Malaysian, so I'm gonna select that. Gender, so it's either male or female, select one. Your phone number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My email address, I'm gonna put this here just in case you have any of the attendees who would like to reach out to me or my team member, feel free to do so. Of course, okay, so we're done. Basically, we're done for the team member, first team member. I would like to recap that we need a minimum of 2 to 3 team members. So you have to fit in both part for your team member, at least 2. So if you have 3, you can just click here and then you can fill in the team member 3 details, right? I'm gonna fill in the team member 2 so I can submit my application. I'll be inviting my team member. It will be Khadijah. Okay, she is my employee. Wow, I'm successful. Lady boss. There you go. And then date of birth, 197. March or September. Oh, that was right. Okay. 3 to 7. Oh, there you go. Is it right? Okay. Okay, next, of course, Khadijah is also a Malaysian. Okay. Gender, she is a female. Okay, contact number. Okay, email address. Guarantee. Okay, that's pretty much it. So I will only include me, myself, the founder, and one of my employee. So we will be representing MedCareI for the duration of the program. Okay, next one. Last but not least, how did you hear about the program? So yeah, we are very interested to know how do you know about the program. Either you know it from word of mouth, from our alumni, or from our ecosystem partner. Let us know. So I actually heard about GAP previously, Meranti, I heard it from my lecturer. So I did heard it from word of mouth in terms of so I just put that word of mouth. Okay. Next one, is there anything else that you would like to highlight? If you have any awards or achievement throughout the duration of you founding the business, right? Feel free to highlight it here so that we are aware of your achievement. So we know that you are credible. We can take note of your credibility in joining the program. So for me, for MedCare, I received award in 2022 under Best Startup in the world. There you go. Okay, maybe in Malaysia. There you go. So if you have any relatable achievement or success that you would like to highlight, or you have joined or you previously have joined any of the accelerator in Malaysia, feel free to share us so that we can take note of it. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Once you are done, you can click submit, or if you have any other information that are still pending, feel free to click on save draft. So then you will automatically receive an email saying that you have saved draft, and they will share you a link showing that will link you to the application draft that you have drafted here. Okay, it's not missing. You can always access the form as long as the application is still open. Okay, but once you're done, feel free to click submit. Oh, okay, there you go. It's actually like HTTP. Okay. There you go, HTTP, nanti don't mind. Let us try again. Ooh, okay, so you actually have to fill in your contact number. There you go. I'm gonna put in my contact number. 374, same as this one. No, too late. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe because I refreshed it just now. Don't worry, I'll just upload it once again. PDF, right? Okay. Let's try again. Let's try submitting again. There you go. We have successfully submitted our application. So you should receive an email saying that you have successfully submitted your application. And just in case if you have any issues, once you have submitted the application, and you realize that you have missed on put in any you would like to change the information, right? Don't worry, you can always reach out to us via email. Just state your business name and then tell us what's the challenge that you are facing, what's the issue that you are facing, then we can help you accordingly. Don't worry, we won't leave you just like that. If you have any issue, feel free to reach out to us at our GAP team email, and then we'll be reaching out to you to help accordingly. Okay, let me see. We have questions. Sorry, there you go. Okay, Hanani, looking at the criteria and the application form, I need at least 2 to 3 team members to participate in the program. Why is that so? So, as mentioned earlier, we are looking for 2 to 3 companies to join in, 2 to 3 team members to join in the program. This is because we are actually, throughout the duration of 3 months of the program, there will be not really back-to-back sessions, but maybe if you have any other commitments, if your founder or co-founder is not able to join in any of the session, your employee can join in the session on behalf of you. If your employee cannot make it, then you can send your founders instead. Okay, so as long as you can send any rep on behalf of your company for the session, we are more than okay. Right. So, and basically we have to see your commitment towards the program, because we did spend the whole year to plan and execute the program. We have specialized the curriculum for you. So we're just looking for commitment from the participants. I think my colleague and my boss also have mentioned the program is basically free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. It's just that when we have any physical session, you just have to come in. It will be done in Klang Valley. So that's the commitment that we're asking for you, just the commitment, because we're not asking for any registration fee or commitment fee. Okay. I hope that answers your questions, Hanani. Yeah, so okay, after this session, can I have the session recorded? I joined in the mid of session. Yeah, don't worry, we'll be sending the recording today to everyone attending and to everyone registered. If you did not register via Eventbrite and you just join in directly through the Zoom link, feel free to put in your email address here in the chat box, or if you don't feel like publicizing your email, reach out to any of the team members here. We have myself, if you want to send your email to me, you have Khairul Mazwan, you have Khadijah Nordin, you have Nadia Shafiq, Hanani, or you can also reach out to the ASB team member, which is Dr. Siti Najah Zulkifli, Shibu, or EL. So the picture is Asia School of Business. Reach out to them, send your email address so we can reach out to you. Okay, make sure we have your email address so we can reach out to you accordingly. Okay. Again, thank you, Khadija. I would like to ask, let's say my company is owned by Singapore, but the plant registered in Malaysia. Are we eligible? So does that mean you have the Sdn Berhad in Malaysia, Zalia? Because even if you are an international companies, we are looking for companies who are registered as Sendirian Berhad if you are local, or private limited if you are from international companies, foreign companies. So if you have either one of them, then yes, you are definitely eligible to apply. So again, maybe my colleague can, okay, the criteria of the program is basically problem statement fit. If you can provide any solutions to the problem statement that we have, that's the first criteria. And then the second one is you are already in the business for a minimum of 1 year. You are already receiving traction, at least some sort of traction throughout since the day you are founded. And then you are ready to scale and expand your business, and then you can send in 2 to 3 team member to join the program. Okay, so as long as you can fit this criteria, you are definitely open. We are definitely open to have you on board with us for the program. I hope that explains your questions, Alia, but let me know if you have further concerns or questions. Okay. So from Tarani, sole proprietorship can join. So for now, we are only looking for companies who are registered as Sdn Berhad or private limited, but it's a case-to-case basis. Try submitting your application first so that we can see what the solution that you're providing. If you have some sort, we can see that you have a potential to expand. We can actually, as long as you can provide us like a guarantee that you are looking to register for Sdn Berhad, then yes, we are open to for further discussion basically. Because why? So I understand that maybe some of the people are asking why Sdn Berhad, why private limited. It is because we are looking for companies who wants to scale and expand. Scale and expand here, meaning that you are ready to receive investment. And in terms of investment or investors are looking for companies who are credible, who are ready to be to be invest into. So having you registered as Sdn Berhad or private limited will be showing your credibility to the investors, your potential investors. So hence why we are looking for companies who are registered as Sdn Berhad or private limited if you are not from Malaysia. So I hope that answers your question, Starani. But don't worry, you can feel free to apply for the program first, because one way or another, if you just ask like this, we cannot really tell if your company is eligible to join the program or not, because some of you might have the solutions that are very unique or are very with a high potential to expand into the market. But we don't want your registration as sole proprietorship to be the reason you are not able to receive help from Randy. So feel free to reach out to us. We can advise you if you are still interested in our program. Yeah, so that's pretty much it in terms of application side. I'll stop sharing my screen, and I hope it helps everyone in terms of filling in the application. We got a bit uh, of a roadblock. But now we are actually open to AMA. Masih? Wait, masih. QR. Okay. So after this, I'll stop sharing my screen, but my colleague will show off the QR. Basically, it will link you to the application form. And by the time we're doing that, feel free to ask any questions. We are all here just supporting you guys. Okay, so if you have any questions, any concerns, let us know, and then we can definitely address it accordingly. Okay, any questions so far? Adija, maybe QR? Okay. All right. So anyone, any questions? Again, thank you so much for being here, for spending your afternoon with us, almost evening. If you have any
Putri,
questions, yeah.
I think there's one question. You have addressed it. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought that there's one question on sole proprietorship that has been addressed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the address.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, hi, Khairuddin. So Khairuddin is actually one of our alumni from GAP in previous years. So happy to see you here. Thank you for the support. Anyone else, any questions? Feel free to reach out to us. It's okay if you don't have any questions now, or if you have questions along the way, nanti reach out to us. This is our email. Yeah. Okay, so reach out to us. I cannot see. Right, okay. So reach out to us. There's our email, and then if you scan the QR code, you will be linked directly to our application form. So don't worry if you face any roadblocks in filling in the application form. Reach out to us, and then we'll be reaching out to you right after that. So, okay. Any other questions? No. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything that maybe Juan or Dr. Siti from ASB would like to highlight before we end the session?
Yeah, I think thank you so much, Putri, for the walkthrough. I believe it is like hugely useful for those who are currently, filling in or attempting to fill up the form. And to everyone out there who's listening, we would like strongly encourage you to apply for the Global Accelerator program, because it is one opportunity that Meranti and the government is providing for you to level up, right? So even if you qualify for it, or even if you don't qualify, you have nothing to lose. There is zero ringgit fee. You don't have to pay anything, and in return, you will get Meranti support in our GAP program or other programs that is suitable. And the plus point here is that once we have visibility of your project through Meranti's ecosystem of partners, of Quad Helix partners, you will be able to leverage on the other programs as well, which you might not know. So take advantage, check out and apply for Global Accelerator program today. Thank you.
Yeah, just to perhaps just to add on to Kak Juan, I think there's a lot of value in GAP program and of course in other programs that Meranti offer or ASB offer. So this is I think like a great opportunity for startups, companies looking to scale to grab. And I believe that the value that you're getting from the program is really valuable. So please put up your application, and the deadline is approaching very soon. And thank you so much for listening to the rest of us today for the last 1.5 hours. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Doctor. So, any other questions? Again, if you have any questions or concern, reach out to us from Ranti team, or if you know anyone from ASB, you can reach out to Dr. Siti. We have, if you don't mind me sharing their names, so we have Dr. Siti, we have Reza Shahid, we have Shibu, and we have Harris here. So anyone that you know, reach out to them, and they will be more than happy to assist you accordingly. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you had a good time with us. I hope you had a very insightful session. We are more than happy to receive any queries that you have, and we are very much looking forward to receive your applications. Our application is closing on the 25th of August, this Sunday, so you have some time still to fill in the application, or reach out to us if you have you are shy to ask your questions here. Okay. Also feel free to blast around to your friends or your community if you know they are more suitable to join the program. Okay. Yeah, we're looking forward to see you guys around. We hope to see you in the program. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day and bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a brilliant Thursday.